come out week in and week out. The prophesy the downfall of this sinful kingdom called America, also known as Babylon in the scriptures. And first and foremost, before we get started, we want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, and the proper true names in the Hebrew tongue. Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ha, Rakah, Quadash, Ma'amah. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, also to our elders as well, down here in the Lions Den of Yasharala Camp, Herald 1. Salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity. Today we have a lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect out there, and also the men, women, and children that believe in sincerity as well. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it.
All right, so earlier this week, a lot of things were happening, transpiring, and what it was trying to alter my mindset. And I saw a young Jake brother who was homeless at the gas station, but his mindset, he was all willy-nilly, and you know what I'm saying, he was free. I saw a sense of freedom in his countenance, right? And in my mind, I was thinking well, why the hell I ain't got that same mindset right now, because of the pressure that's being put on me from being in this matrix. And then I realized that's the key difference. The things that you acquire in this matrix are devices that are leading you to think that this matrix is real. The jobs, the buildings you see, entertainment, money, cars, houses, luxurious things. These things are all set up to alter your mindset to get you to believe that this place really exists. But if you think about it, if you pull your mindset away from this place, right, you can have all those things and still be at peace, because you wouldn't care if you lost all those things. It would be just like a toy or something like that. So understanding that, knowing that we're inside the matrix, right, and understanding that our mind is going to be yoked in some certain direction while we're in this matrix. You can be pulled into the world, or you can be pulled away from the world. It's all according to what your mindset is. You have something to point?
Good, but yeah. Let's go here real quick. This is 1 Peter 1, and let's start from 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness, through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold.
Right, because what it is character building. And he said, the Lord said he's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. Yep. And these are the processes that we have to go through to understand what reality really is, to understand the real from the fake. Go ahead.
That's right. That your faith being much more precious than of fine gold, the faith part, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua.
That's why it says when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Right? We're going to go through these trial periods that's going to test our faith. And what is it doing? It's the Lord showing us the amount of faith that He's given to us as a gift. He already knows it, but we go through these trial periods to do what? To purge us of the infirmities, and to create the character that we're to be in the Lord.
Right, man. What do you say? Man, there's another one that's on my mind. It'll come back to me.
Go ahead.
But with that character building, it builds what? Faith.
Go ahead.
Through faith, through these little small trials that we go through, the major issues we may go through, it builds our faith even in small situations. There we go. Because the Lord said, His strength is made known in weakness.
Good.
So when we get put in a weak state, we say don't make haste.
Right.
Because He's about to start working on us.
Good.
And even us, we think about faith outwardly, like getting to the kingdom and stuff like that. Or faith for our brothers to wake up. But then you be like, hold on, wait, do you believe in yourself?
Right.
Do we believe that He can make us perfect? That's the level of stage of faith some of us are at.
Right.
So different levels.
Right.
Of believing in who we can't see.
Right. And so that's what the pursuit of happiness is the pursuit of true happiness is going through the straits to get to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right, so it's going to be trial periods. It's going to be pressure put on. It's going to be persecution. But what does it do? It builds a character. It builds you into that. It builds your faith, and that faith is going to create more patience. That patience is going to create more endurance. That endurance is going to create more discipline, and it's all going to create that character or the individual that you were set out to be by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But if you have the yoke of the world upon your mind, you're going to be pulled into this matrix, and you're going to become a character that the matrix created.
Right. It says, verse 8, whom having not seen ye love, and whom, damn, somebody get that real quick. My phone keep cutting off.
What was it?
Hold on 1 second. First Peter's 1:7, I think it is. Yeah, First Peter 1:7.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter
Yeah.
1.
Verse 8 all the way to 9. That's it.
Verse 8.
Yeah, that's the last point on it.
Verse 8, it says, whom having not seen ye love, and whom so now ye see him.
Right.
Not,
So who having not seen you love? Those are the individuals that are pulled out of the matrix. Because the people that are in the matrix only love the things that they see. Right? They don't understand the love and the things that we have not seen physically. Because guess what? It's all the matrix will pull you to being a straight carnal being. And everything you're gonna deal with is gonna be a carnal perspective. You won't be able to understand Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Interjection? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Colossians 3:2, and it says, set your affections on things above, not on things of the earth.
Right. Set your affection on things above. That's where your mindset is gonna be. That's where you're gonna be dwelling, man. You're gonna be dwelling in the heavens, right there with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If you set your mindset on things above, but if you set your mind on the things that are here on this earth, you're gonna be pulled into the matrix. You're gonna be trapped, and not be able to get out. All right, that was it. All right, go ahead. Back with this.
it says, 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 8, and it says, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving as the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls.
Right, and that's what that patience and that's what that endurance is going to get us, salvation to our soul. And what is that creating? It's creating that soul, a righteous soul in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But what only thing that can be created in the matrix is wickedness. Can nothing righteous come out of the matrix, man? So that's why we have to separate. That's why we're being separated by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai through what? According to his word.
Last one. Job 23:10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
And that's the process. The Lord puts us in that fire like a sword smith, right? He puts us in that fire, melts it, but it takes out right in time so it don't, you know what I'm saying? So it don't burn. All right. The Lord knows at what time to take us out of these adverse moments or this heaviness that we endure being on this matrix. So we're gonna feel the effects of the matrix, but we don't have to be wrapped up in the matrix, right?
Precept.
All right, go ahead.
This is James chapter 1, verse 2. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations.
So we need to be joyful when we feel the pressures of this world caving down on us, especially us men. You know, it's one of the hardest things in the world to be as a so-called black man because you're hated by everybody. There's pressure with this being with your skin color alone. So how do you separate yourself? How do you have a king? Not only how do you have a godly mindset? You got to pull away from this matrix. Go ahead.
Interjection. Hebrews 12:6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
So that's why we count it all joy, because you know it's the Lord working on us.
Hey, come on, brother.
You know it's the Lord working on us. So what do we say back? Lord, do your work. Help me to endure. Because all it takes is patience and endurance. And and the only reason why we can feel it is because of these bodies. Spiritually, it has no effect on us because it's what it was empowering the spirit to be able for the spirit to be able to take over the flesh. Go ahead.
Last interjection. Ecclesiasticus 2:5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Right. So the acceptable, you have to be accepted by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to even enter into that furnace of adversity. So if you don't enter into that furnace of adversity, where he could try you and perfect you as gold, you won't enter the furnace of the missiles, where he can destroy you and melt you. You know, so think about it. I was watching a show with my children, right? They love this show called Storybots. It's about three little organism looking things that live inside of a computer. They kind of try to say that's how Google works, but what happens is they see the face of a little child, and a little child will ask a question, and so the question was asked, how does the body work? So they went through all out the body, talked about protons, neutrons, electrons, how the body, the chemistry of the body, how it's made up. Then it went into the central nervous system and traveled through the central nervous system and showed how to operate, right? And then it went to the brain, and the brain, right, which controls everything on the body, right? It said it only uses like 10% of the brain, doesn't even use the whole brain, right? Can you imagine if we were able to tap in and use it all at once? All right. At one point, and one day we will be able to do that, but with the righteous spirit, because these bodies are complex suits that our spirit, who we really are, lies in. So that's why it's a struggle and a fight every day, because the body wants to do what the brain wants to do.
What the suit wants to do.
Right. That's what the body wants to do.
That Jackie Chan movie where he put on that suit. Tuxedo. The tuxedo, yeah. It gave him pretty much spiritual powers. And he just had to kind of like ride that ride.
Right. But here's the thing. It's kind of like the opposite of Iron Man. When Iron Man gets inside that suit, he's the spirit inside that suit when Tony Stark gets inside that suit. But the thing about it is, the spirit that's inside this suit is more powerful than the suit. See, the spirit inside the Iron Man, the suit is more powerful than Tony Stark's. Tony Stark wouldn't be shit without that suit. But we have the reverse effect of that. The spirit that's within inside us is more powerful than this suit. But the suit is so engulfed into this matrix, it wants to be conformed to this matrix. And the spirit is trying to pull it out. So that's why it's all about a mindset. But once you get in touch with where reality really is, you understand this place doesn't even really exist. We only feel the effects of it. Everything that you see around this matrix is a deception. It was an idea. It was a device that people brought into play into the matrix, and they put all types of obstacles in the way to make you feel like it really exists. It's like playing. Remember when you played cops and robbers? You played all these pretend games as a kid. Well, those same kids, the people that are running this matrix, were kids playing pretend one day, and they just grew up and built a bigger playground to play pretend. This shit is all make believe. You know, they came up with an idea. They came up with an idea, and they put the idea into play. Now let's put pressure on the people to make them feel like this idea is really a reality. But we, being men of the Lord, we understand what the reality truly is. Somebody get Jeremiah 51:6.
And really putting pressure on the soul. To make the soul think this is the reality.
Right.
But the reality for a spirit would be the spirit. You see that? But they make the spirit think this is the reality, which is the flesh.
So that's like it.
No, you good. Yep.
So that's why the word devil just means deceiver. His job is to go out here and deceive. He created a matrix inside the matrix to deceive the people, to make them think this really exists. Now, if you caught up in this, all right, when the things go down, everything that this devil does, you're going to conform to it because you're going to feel like it's really true. Somebody got that?
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
See what the elder just said? It's trying to convince the soul that that place exists. But the Lord's telling us to flee out of this place. Not physically. One day we're physically going to be brought up out of here, but right now we're supposed to mentally get ourselves out of this place. Go ahead.
Be not cut off in our iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Right. So the Lord is coming down here to destroy all the false gods and all the false realities. America is the front runner pushing. America is the driving force of this matrix, man. And America has everybody caught up in this matrix, making them think that it's for real. All right, go ahead.
Revelation 16 and 13.
Yeah, that was yeah.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. Yep, the dragon.
All right, so now, what do you need mainly to survive in this matrix? Money. All right, the dragon in the European Union is a financial system, the financiers that put funding behind this matrix to keep it going. Yep. Put funding behind the machine to keep it going. Go ahead.
Yep, this whole dollar system, everything they got set up is a is a matrix within the matrix.
Con.
And out of the mouth of the beast.
Out of the mouth of the beast. So what if you got the money, they need protection. All right. So all your armies and things like that, the beast is NATO. All right. And that's the enforcer. All right. Go ahead.
And the mouth of the false prophet.
Right. So now you got the money, you got protection. Oh, now people are going to want something spiritually. So they put false religion into play. Got people piled up in these churches making think Christianity is the way, making think that is real. That's fake. That doesn't even exist. These are blind leaders of the blind. They're gonna lead them right into a ditch. That shit ain't real. Anything outside of the truth is fake. Only the truth is real. Go ahead.
This is 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 15. And when the servant of the man of Yahweh was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Right. We seem to be outnumbered. Like it's the whole world against us. But the Lord works well in small numbers. He don't need a whole mass of people.
Quality over quantity.
Right. All right. The beautiful statement. Quality over quantity, right? He's taking a small select group of individuals and trying them and purging them to be a fine gold, to be a quality citizen of Jerusalem. That's what the Lord is turning us into. That's what the Lord is building us into. So we have to feel the pressure from the matrix, right? Because if we didn't, we would want to sit here like everybody else. Everybody else tries to ignore the pressure that the matrix gives for. We look for a way out, and we found that way out through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses, the chariots of fire round about Elisha.
Right. So that's when because he was afraid when he was about to go into battle. But then he turned around, he said, more of us than there's them. He couldn't see. Right? We've been in that opportunity, we've been in that position before, we couldn't see, but now through the Spirit of the Lord, we can see.
You can see the true life, like being in this realm. It's life. It's living, but at the same time, it's not true living. It's not the real. It's not what the Lord created. It's not the matrix that the Lord created.
Right.
This is all like the bishop was saying earlier, man-made constructs. And that young man, he was scared of this matrix, of the one that we living in right now. But Elisha had his eyes open to the true life.
Right.
To the real. I forget the scripture. I'm paraphrasing. The things that we can't see are real. Oh, go ahead.
In 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18, it says, while we look not at the things which are seen,
Right.
but at the things which are not seen.
Right, because we're looking for the kingdom, because it ain't here yet, because this matrix is in the way. So we don't care about this matrix right now. We're separating ourselves spiritually from this place, right? Because we don't want to indulge in this place. We don't want to get caught up in this place. It's so easy to get caught up in the matrix. They did a diligent search to put this together. They used the money. You heard the scripture that the elder brought out. The dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. They covered all bases. All right? And these are all set up to destroy the minds of the people into believing that this place is real. Go ahead.
It says, for the things which are seen are temporal.
Right, so things that are seen are temporal. Right, so these people that are caught up in this matrix, they're temporary. Hold that thought right there. Somebody get Ecclesiastes 3:11.
So that means that the enemies, the physical enemies that are round about us, the ones that are conspiring together and say, let's cut Israel off from being a nation, they're temporal as well.
Right. Their whole ideas and their devices that they bring out are temporal also. Somebody got it?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. It says, he hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart.
Right, so if you're caught up in this world, the Lord did you. The Lord did that to you. Go ahead.
So that no man can find out the work that Yahweh maketh from beginning to the end.
Right, so they're going to be caught up in this matrix because they got the world in their hearts. So they won't be able to separate from them, man. They won't be able to separate from this to reach the Lord. You got to be separate. You can't have both. Yeah, so.
Right. Yeah, man. That's right. So, yep. I'll let you speak on it. Yeah. Let's see. Proverbs 18:10. Yep. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower.
Right, that's where we dwell. In that strong tower of the Lord. That separates us from the matrix, man. Having the Father's name written on our foreheads. Go ahead.
That's right. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
That's escaping from the matrix. We're running through the storm to get to the sunny weather on the other side. We're running through the darkness, right, to get to the rising of the sun on the other side, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
Notice we ain't running away from it, so it'd be chasing us, right? We're running through it. Running through it. It's gonna what? We're gonna feel the furnace of adversity, affliction,
right,
persecution. Those are the things we're gonna feel.
Yeah, they're worrying about the wrong safety.
Right.
They're looking for safety from finances, safety from outside weather.
Right.
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom. The buildings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Con, if I may add on too, hey, they were just like Elder just said, they worried about the safety and from all the wrong aspects, man. Money, buildings, weather, this, that, and the third. But if you put your trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, having him as the head, all that's gonna trickle down and be able he's gonna make sure you have all that all in one, man. You won't have to worry about nothing, man. That's why I say it's also too to seek not what you should eat or what you should drink or what you should wear, because those are the things that the Gentiles seek after, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua know that you need those things, all right, within that time, so he's gonna provide it for you, man.
Sure.
And also too within this matrix, all right. If anything seems too hard for us, he provided a way of support if it get too hard for us, all right. Just like the elders just brought up, Proverbs 18:10, all right. His name is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and is safe, all right. So if it feels it's getting too hard on this, man, hey, we got to call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And guess what? He's going to come in and he's going to help us. Man.
Right. And we seek that help. We don't seek help from the matrix, even though the scripture said we shall go to the enemy for the want and the need of all things, but it's still being provided to us by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And once we understand that, then because a gift can destroy the heart. A gift could get you trapped into this matrix. You know what I'm saying? To where like you're getting all these tangible things and you think that's gonna secure you in the time of need, but it's not. Only the security you're gonna have is from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah, that's like somebody building a house during the time of Noah, saying
Right.
they get away from the flood.
Right. I'll make it 10 stories high.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did with the Tower of Babel.
Shit, gone.
All right. So it says, the rich man's wealth is his strong city.
Right, and that's what they find they're secure in.
And that's the matrix.
Right.
City.
And an high wall is his own conceit. All right, own conceit, right?
Huh.
Hold up, man, my phone cut off again.
Precept.
All right, here you go, real quick. But before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. So
Right.
the heart of man put the world in their heart.
Good.
So the Lord made him haughty, just so he could bring him down.
Right.
And destroy him.
And show them what reality really is. They think this is for real, for real.
Right.
You ever had that childhood friend that had a invisible friend that they thought was for real, for real? That's how Esau is with these matrix. And he got 2/3 of our people and these other natures caught up in it, man. In some way, shape, or form, they are caught up into this matrix. If you're not with the Lord, you're locked into this matrix. And you got some people beating on the walls trying to get out, but you got some people sitting in the middle of the floor content with it, doing yoga and shit. That's how their mindset is stuck into this place, man. All right,
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13, they have no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man.
right,
But Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
right. So he's gonna give us a way. First of all, he's gonna comfort us, right? He's gonna give us a way out. So we won't let that trial period, because those trials can either make you or break you, right? But the Lord's gonna turn up the heat just enough to get his point across and to purge whatever he needs to purge out of you, right? And to elevate you to what level he needs to elevate you at. It never feels good when the Lord is rising you up, you know? It never feels good when he's rising you up, so we got to be able to constantly endure all the way to the end. Got it?
Kind of backing up a statement that was made by the bishop earlier. It was I got 1 John chapter 1 and verse 5, and it says, "This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you that Yahweh is light, and in him is no darkness at all."
Right. So you won't be blinded. Like you'll be able to see what's in front of you.
Verse 6. If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth.
Right. You can't say you with the Lord and you caught up in this matrix doing this worldly shit. How you gonna say you with the Lord and you still stuck in this matrix? Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Right? The Most High Yahweh's chosen people, sons named Yahushua. This place don't even really exist. We're gonna soon see that. America's gonna be destroyed. All right.
Verse 7. But if we walk in light as he is in light, we have fellowship one with another, and the blood of Yahushua Mashiach is the son that cleanses us from all sin.
All right. Eternal life starts when the truth enters into your body. And you become the elect of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the day star arising in your heart. That's what true life is. Anything outside of that is death. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many times you go to church a week. Anything outside the truth is death, man. It's a false sense of reality. All right? In the precepts? All right, go ahead, Kabash.
It's Ephesians chapter 4, verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that he put off concerning the former conversation, the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Right, so once the Lord pulls you out of this matrix, you can't want to try to enter back in, just like the people did in the wilderness. They wanted to go back into Egypt. Why did he bring us in this wilderness? To destroy us? They ain't have no faith. So they were still caught up in that Egypt juice. They wanted to go back into the matrix, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that what ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
What is that new man? That means to be revived. That means to be alive, because the old man was dead. The old man was dead in the sins and trespasses, caught up in this matrix, like snuffing up the wind, thinking that this place is the place to settle.
Right, or waking up to the fact that they're Israelite and then saying, I used to be an Israelite. You know, I was an Israelite before. I was part of the Israelite community. You know, once an Israelite, always an Israelite.
Right.
That was Apostle Harvard in the other day. Even when they're in Islam, they still Israel. They just in a Gentile state of mind.
Right.
So it's not something that you can put down and be like, oh, I'm back in the matrix now.
Right.
I'm just an American, a regular person, regular Joe Schmo.
You were an Israelite that once had the light. Now you're an Israelite that's going to be destroyed.
That's like Neo in the movie The Matrix. They tried to tell him to take the pill.
Yeah.
And the other guy took the pill. He said he wanted to go back to sleep.
That's what I was just thinking.
He's like, I noticed steak is fake. I know it's my brain giving signals. He's like, but ignorance is bliss. And so he said it was a hard. He's like, he said, what do you want to be in your new life in this matrix? I want to be I want to be famous, not too famous, rich, please, rich. He was like, pretty much making a deal with the devil.
There you go, bro.
He basically said, "Put me back." And he said, "I don't want to remember anything."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what he said. He said, "I don't want to remember nothing," and that's referring to 2/3 of our people, or those who wake up to the fact that they're Israelites and they try and serve Yahweh Shema, but when that affliction comes, they get disenchanted and they walk away and they want to forget everything about Yahweh Shema to be back in the matrix.
And the proof is when it comes across the table, people like Swiss Beats and all them, you expect them to be stand-up men. And then the question comes across the table about the LGBT, you know, all that, the letter movement. And they be like, look, I ain't judging nobody. That's what I'm saying. I want to forget everything.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to do away with every part of the Bible, you know?
Right. It's all about account. They don't want to hold the unjust accountable for being unjust.
That's right, bro.
So they'll try to play, was it agnostic or neutral and say that, yeah, it doesn't affect me, but it does. You're guilty by association. If you're not against something, you might as well be for it.
You're complicit in it.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody get that Jeremiah 51:6 again. And then Micah 2:10. Oh, you got a precept?
I got it.
This is back at Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. Flee out the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in your iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Right, so if you're caught up in the matrix and the Lord has a plan to destroy the matrix, you're going to be destroyed right along with it. Be not cut off in her iniquities. Don't let this place get you trapped up, man. I mean, we got to be here, but we don't have to be a part of this matrix, man. You know? Athanyala?
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3.
Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. You know? So even with that, the Most High created all this. All right? Man can't get no credit for even building the matrix because the Lord put the thought in Esau to build this place, man. So through faith, we know the separation of being of the Lord or being part of this world. And that's what carries us all. That's what keeps us protected in this matrix, man. Because as long as we have that little bit of faith, the Lord's going to guide us through, and the Lord's going to protect us all the way to the end.
Just to add on, I think it's Revelation 12, and it speaks on how it says, "Rejoice ye that dwell in the heavens." That's where it starts. It starts with this truth, like what the bishop going into. All right, how we in this lesser in the flesh, and in this lesser on the third dimension with the elders lesson as well. All right, but the fourth dimension is right in front of us, but you can't see it through these fleshly eyes, through this fleshly body, through this wickedness. All right, you got to see it through the spirit, and it start with the truth.
God.
So we dwelling in the heavens already, man, by dealing with the word.
Right. Right. But through the spirit is the only way to see it. Whether you're in these bodies, as soon as the spirit leaves the body, the spirit's going to see everything. The spirit's going to see the fourth dimension. Like the other said, you still have sight outside of these bodies.
And that's what Elisha knew. What the brother Zariah had brought out. All right, it's more of the unseen than the seen, man. It's more protection with the holy angels. All right, the divine intervention the Lord will bring. Than what we see, what our people ultimately believing in, the trap, the glitz and glamour of Esau kingdom, man. That's gonna be done away with.
Like these spirits are out here working. These angels are out here working. We just can't see them with these eyes. You know, unless they change their form and want us to see them.
No, there was this show called Alphas, and it's about superheroes and stuff. But there was this one dude, he was able to see the electromagnetic spectrum. So he could see a text that you sent to somebody across the world. He could like see that text and stuff like that. He was able to see all this information being shared and passed forward and passed through. And then he went into the woods and he was like, "Damn, bro!" He's like, "Ain't no signals out here." And the dude was like, "There are signals. You just got to kind of tune in to see them." And eventually, he saw the natural signals that Yahweh Shem Yahushua made. The signals between the trees and the birds, between the sun, the way things grow. All right, there's another world outside of the world that we're living in. Outside of social security numbers, outside of paying bills and shit like that.
Yeah, there's another world outside of that, but you can't see it unless you step outside the matrix. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of Yahweh, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." And just going back onto that point where Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has a place for us to go into safety, man. You know what I'm saying? A place for help, a place of succor. You know what I'm saying? But the place of that's in the heavens is everlasting, man. You know what I'm saying?
And ultimately, that's the new bodies, man. All right. These old bodies got to be done away with. You know. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 19. "For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do."
Right, because that's the spirit and the flesh battling against each other, man. We want to do the righteous things, but and the Lord knows that. That's why we got to go through this affliction. For that purpose right there, it keeps us of a sound mind. It keeps us understanding that we don't want to be a part of this place. It keeps us locked into Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 20. "Now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me."
That's why we need those new tabernacles, man. That's why we need those new bodies, because sin was dwelling in us. So we have to be purged. That's why we have to go through this affliction to be purged. You know, so that's why the Lord punishes us the way He does, because He wants us to be perfected. He don't punish nobody else because He don't want to. He ain't dealing with them, man. Wow. He is not dealing with. He's leaving them in the matrix so they can get destroyed in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? All right. Is that Micah?
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
Right. We don't want to dwell here. This is not our place to chill out. But everybody else want to chill here because they see the glitz and glamour that the matrix creates, They see it's make believe, man. Right? I used to watch a show when I was a kid called Muppet Babies. It was a cartoon, and they would create their own reality by imagining. That's just a whole bunch of Edomites. That show was a whole bunch of baby Edomites creating this matrix right here, man. That's exactly what they were doing, creating a make-believe scenario and forcing people to believe that it's true, gaslighting them to believe that it's true. This is a false sense of reality.
Yeah, the Most High made a program that can create a program.
Right.
So he created Esau as a program and allowed them to create their own program.
Kind of like Esau with today, how they created AI and AI doing his own thing, man.
Right. Yeah. So Esau is artificial intelligence. Because he's not real for real, bro.
The Lord said it. Their wisdom is not wisdom.
Right.
It's intelligence.
So that's artificial intelligence
And
that
you know
they
what's
have.
funny? AI itself, if you ask it a question and it doesn't know, it'll lie. It's been proven. Like they've asked it something that it wasn't programmed for, and it pretty much gave a prompt that was like all bullshit.
Hey,
But that's Esau.
they got a artificial intelligence robot priest, and it was giving suggestions to baptize the people in Gatorade, man. They you might as well go ahead and power that down, man. Because as Job 9:24 states, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If you following out the rules of this earth, man, hey, a friend of this world is the enemy to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So that's why he want to flee out of the midst of Babylon, you know. Okay. So therefore, hey, you following after this world shit, you're gonna be baptized in Gatorade, and you doing that idiotic BS, you're gonna end up being baptized in fire by way of those 200 million nuclear warheads, man.
Wow.
Fire. That's hey.
The Ohio players.
Yeah. Fire. And that's what set it up. That's what is set up for the people that can't get their mind out of this place, man. This is not our rest. We're not supposed to be resting in this place. We're supposed to rest in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Somebody get 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 24.
You want me to finish the mic?
Yeah.
Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
So that's what it does to your mindset. It alters your mindset to believe that this place really exists. So when you go through pressures, if you believe in this place exists, and the pressure that it puts on you is going to turn you crazy. That's where anxiety comes from. That's where depression comes from, thinking that this place is real.
And you know, it's funny. Last sit down, I was talking about a lady that I met at the pier. She was saying, "Oh, you know, I ain't got no job, I ain't got no car, I ain't got no homeless. Damn, I'm all fucked up." And it made me happy. I was like, "Man, you know, I have the Lord. You know, it's beautiful." But I was also talking to another lady. She has two properties. She has an apartment and a house, and she got a car. But yet she's still going through a tumultuousness within her life. And I'm like, damn, call life now about Shem outside. Like, even when you don't have nothing, and you don't have the Lord, you're gonna be fucked up mentally. And even if you do have material value in this place, you don't have the Lord, you're still gonna be fucked up because you don't have the Lord.
Right. And when the stuff that the properties and everything that the lady has versus the lady that didn't have anything, the only difference between them is the woman that has all those properties, she has a whole bunch of things that's deceiving her to think that this place is real.
Gone.
You're better off having nothing.
Exactly.
You know?
Having nothing and only having the Lord. That's
right.
That's what Yahweh Shai and the disciples and all the other prophets, they didn't have a place. They traveled to and fro, sleeping where they could, getting how they live, but they had the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They had the stories of old of all those men performing those miracles through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Good.
So I would rather be with Yahweh Shai in the caves than to be in a mansion with the devil.
This is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 1. To back up the other statement right quick. When thou sayest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties.
Right. If you got things that entices you into this matrix, man, make sure you cut it off. Separate yourself from it, because it'll pull you right in. And you'll be knee deep in this shit and not even know it. Before you even know it, you'll be knee deep in it.
In too deep.
No, the
But they are deceitful meat.
deceitful meat. Right. Things, tangible things on this matrix are deceitful meats to get you to believe that this thing is real when it's not. It is a false, I can't say it enough. It is a false sense of reality. The only thing that makes it feel real is these emotions that we have, and that's carnal. That's carnal. It's enticed by this matrix. The pressure that this matrix puts on you.
Yeah, it's all real to the flesh.
That's it.
We were born in this flesh, and everything is real to the flesh. You know, because that's the level that we operate on.
Everything is real to the flesh except the Lord.
Damn.
You can't fleshly serve the Lord because the flesh only goes upon what it can see and what it can feel, taste, touch, all the senses. That's what the flesh goes apart. But you have to step outside these senses to really understand Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's what the law is for, to put our flesh in check.
Right.
As a schoolmaster. You know, we don't do these carnal things, you know, according to the flesh. But with our spirit, we have to believe on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai forever, strongly, as much as we can.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Right, so you're not going to let the matrix get you caught up. You're going to be mindful of the things out the spirit. You're going to keep your mind focused on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You're not going to be focused on the things that are going on in this world. The only reason why you focus on them is for prophecy. They get out here to do the work spiritually. You're spiritually doing that. Because you have to have a spiritual ear to be able to understand the prophecy. You can see a news clipping on the news and not understand what that means. Not understand how it applies to our salvation. So you have to be inclined spiritually at all given times. Even though we're in the flesh, we got to operate according to the spirit.
Because it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. All that I can hear, we've seen so many articles and news clippings about BRICS, about the dollar getting ready to collapse, and we're not the only ones that see news articles. There's other people who also follow news articles on their phone, and they see the BRICS nations coming together. They see the inflation, but at the same time in their mind, they're like, America's gonna bounce back. Yeah, it'll all blow over. Cool. You're right.
It's gonna blow over. All right.
And in that, just to make a remark about what the brother Zariel just saying, how people reading news articles and seeing, they got a perception of what's going on, but they don't have the truth about it. So they can't see the prophecies. They can see these news articles, but they don't understand that, oh, why this nation is doing this, and they don't understand that, okay, that happened because of prophecy, and this is happening because of prophecy.
Right. And them not hearing is happening because of prophecy. Matthew 13 and 14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see. That comes later, the seeing part.
Yeah.
And shall not perceive.
Right. So once they finally physically see the Lord, it's gonna be too late.
See the prophecies, yeah, they're hearing it first. They still can't hear it, and then later comes the seeing when it happens, and they ain't gonna see it when it's happening either. That's right.
They still ain't gonna be able to comprehend. Yeah, they're gonna say all kind of crazy dumb shit.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna say all kind of crazy things till they see those weapons of indignation coming to pelt this place. Then they're gonna be like, oh snap. Yeah, you can close your eyes. You can close your eyes now.
It's like the brother earlier that was over here. He said the economy is going to continue for 5 more years. It's like, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? How do you know that? He said, I don't think they're going to get rid of the dollar. It should be like, give them a 5 more years. Like,
And they gonna get rid of the dollar. They gonna get rid of the dollar. Wasn't it?
What it was, he was really hoping for 5 more years, just long enough to hold on, man. A little more fun. Feel the lust of my flesh just a little while longer, please. You know what they be? They be hoping that the prophets are wrong. They don't want the gospel to come to pass.
Yeah.
You got to smooth things. Prophesy to see. Don't tell me that America's gonna be destroyed. Tell me that America's gonna last forever.
Right, that's what they want to hear.
Tell me I'm in the season of blessing.
somebody that's slacking and not building the boat is not going to want the flood to come.
Right.
You know, they're not listening to the Lord when he said, build that damn boat. Noah was the one that listened. He called us. We represent Noah. The word Noah means rest. So we represent that rest. So he told us to build, and we building.
Right.
The ones that ain't building, they know what's coming. They not prepared for it.
Right.
They like the brother Zariel was saying, they're hoping that it does not come.
Right.
While we building, we hoping that it's coming.
Right. We build it because we know it's coming.
Wish a nigga would.
Yeah, wish a nigga would. That's exactly what it is. I wish a nigga would try to stop me from building. Talking about some damn make you better get out of my face.
Yeah, that's like us calling on Esau to bring that flood.
Right.
Bring martial law.
Yeah.
You know, you told somebody else that, he's like, nah, man.
Hey.
Get about I don't think
Not in my lifetime.
Not in my lifetime.
we ain't gonna be there. Yeah.
I don't got want to say. Scripture say, "Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord." That's not talking about us. Scripture tell us to pray for a few days, man. Shit, we don't want to sit here and indulge in this shit. It's not for us, man. You know.
But again, referring back to a lesson that I did, according to like perception, I think it's perception versus the truth. Our people are perceiving things like the brother I recall was saying. Our people want to perceive, they want to see it from one side, but perception is one side. It ain't got no depth to it. When you start entering into the truth, that's when you get that depth, that width, that height, that length. You start to be able to explore. But a lot of our people, it's like it's an overload. They in the matrix and it's an overload. It's like zapping something electronic with electricity.
It's too much power being given to a. You're trying to put 20 watts inside of a 1 watt bulb.
But think about it like this: perception is reality in the eye of the beholder. So whoever's looking at it, like to somebody, 2/3 of the people, this matrix is real.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is very bliss. But to the elect, we understand our perception is different. We see this place already being destroyed.
Hey, 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man?
Right.
We see this place technically as it's not here already, man.
Right.
So that's why we continue to walk within the path that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set us on, man. Which is to continue to push forth this truth. All right. So therefore, the more we push forth this truth, all right, around the four corners of the earth, the more we'll be able to actually see this place diminish, man.
Right. And it'll be physically shown. Because what are we doing? We're lifting up the skirts of Babylon, showing the shame. Showing all that nasty STDs she got. And all these people that went in her raw. And then caught everything that America got. Spiritually transmitted diseases.
Spiritually transmitted demons.
Right. That's the disease.
Oh, God.
These people are sick in believing that this place is real and wanting to carry. Not only do they believe it's real, they don't want it to cease. No matter how much pressure this matrix put on them, they still don't want a way out. They just want it to continue forever.
They falling after their God, which is the God of this world, man.
Right.
Esau, Job 92:4. Hey, Psalms 49:11 shit. That's Esau's thoughts. That's what they want to see. This place to continue on forever, you know. So therefore, if you want that same thing, for instance, like you, oh yeah, shit, man, I got to plan me a cruise trip. Shit for 2038. You don't know if you gonna be here. Damn,
That should be blowing my mind.
May 5th. Goddamn, that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow May 5th. So God, man, you're not even gonna know that, man. So therefore, hey, you want to go according to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai plans. You want to do what He's commanded you to do day by day. Take it peacefully, day by day, man.
All right, somebody get that 1 Corinthians 7:24.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 24.
Verse 26.
Brethren, let every man wherein he is called therein abide with the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right. So that's what we're supposed to be abiding with. Abide with Yahweh Bashem. Somebody get that word abide in the lexicon real quick.
What verse that was?
1 Corinthians 7:24. Okay. Well, that's where we're supposed to be at, man, with the Lord. Wow, so we're good.
No, good. Okay. I'll see if he needs to switch anybody.
Okay. You know, get that abide real quick. Where we supposed to be at? Not dwelling in here. The word abide in that verse.
To remain.
All right.
The Strong's Concordance G3306 metal. To remain, abide in reference to place, to sojourn.
Okay.
All right, not depart.
Not depart.
Continue to be present.
Continue to be present, man. That's what we're dwelling on. Continuing to be present. Abiding with the Lord. Separating us, not being a part of this matrix, but being a part of Yahweh Bashim Shai, dwelling with him. Keep going.
To survive. Live.
That's life. There's no life in this place. This place is dead. A false sense of reality. Oh, go ahead. That was it? All right. So now let's get 1 Timothy 6:1. So with understanding that, we're supposed to abide with the Lord, and that's everlasting life. So coming into this truth, we have entered into life, everlasting, and it cannot be taken away from us. These people have to die the second death that are caused in this matrix, man. You know, but the elect get eternal life from the moment that the truth enters into them. First Timothy 6:1.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own master worthy of all honor.
Right, under the yoke of what? The yoke. Hey, somebody get my yoke is light. Because you're gonna have a yoke on your mind as soon as you come out the mother's womb. Your mind's gonna be yoked. What direction are you gonna be pulled? Are you gonna be pulled into the matrix? Or are you gonna be pulled to the heavens to dwell with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai? All right, go ahead. If you see some more meat, you can read the top of it, or if not, you go straight to it.
All right, this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Right, that's how we rest, man. This matrix ain't gonna never let you rest, bro.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said, come to me. If you're looking for rest, come to him, because you ain't gonna find it over here. Somebody get Haggai 1:6 or 1:4, I think.
I saw this video of this dude. He bought like a shed and then converted it into like a trailer, and that cost him like $8,000. He get all his electricity from solar panels, and he get all his water from falling out the sky. So he got a house that's paid for, and he ain't got no bills, no electric, and no water. That's it.
But he's still gonna be destroyed.
He's still gonna be destroyed.
Cause he tried to find what? He tried to find rest in the matrix. You thought, cause you
But he's still gonna have to get a job so that way he can either pay for Esau's food if he's not growing his own food. Even if he is growing his own food, he has to call Esau's police if his house get broken into, or he has to go to their hospital if he's not on the herb. So it's still trapped. Exactly, he gonna need gas.
Even if, let's just say he had all that shit, right? If he don't have the Lord, he's still gonna be. He still ain't at peace.
Exactly.
That's actually a false sense of reality.
Exactly.
Like he'll sit there thinking, "Oh, I'm off the grid. I don't need nobody for nothing," right? He's thinking he at peace, but it's a lie. It's a deception, man.
Hey, Con, and then being off the grid, all right, say for instance with the collecting the water, that's illegal. Then you got FEMA with they different executive orders. All right, once that get the going, all right, you got an executive order where all agriculture is going to be illegal. They're going to come in and get whatever you growing, pack it up, and distribute it evenly throughout the community if that's the choice that they want to make with it, or they'll just throw it away, man. You know, and also living off the grid, quote unquote, allegedly, man. They have, I think it's Amazon that got these things called smart sidewalks now. All right, so if you got your little weather radio, whatever the case may be, it can pick up that radio frequency or whatever it is, and let whoever over that sidewalk know where you are. And you could be deep in the woods, and it'll still go out and reach that radio or whatever the case may be, man. So it's like no hiding from Esau, you know.
He made the whole. He spread it like a green bay tree, man. He made the whole world a wilderness, man.
Right.
His wilderness.
Right. I mean, a desert, man. This is like a matrix. When you like, remember the part in the matrix where like he physically got to see what the world looked like, and it was all destroyed and everything. But when he was in his office, his cubicle, you had people running around, and you know what I'm saying? It looked like a society going on, but really, this place was destroyed. That's exactly how it is, man.
Hey, that's how, like when we first came into the truth, you know, hey, for instance, myself, like, damn, you know, you was sitting back, you just be thinking, kicking back, damn, what I'm finna do this weekend? What I'm finna do tomorrow, man? You know, coming into the truth, realizing, hey, this place is going to be destroyed. Going back to that 2 Peter 3:11. What manner of holy conversation, what manner of person ought ye to be in the whole holy conversation of godliness, man? You sit back and think, damn, these people tripping, boy. It's about to be 200 million of them bad boys coming over here. Like, what y'all doing, man? You want to wake up? Like, that's why Scripture says now is a high time
to wake up out of sleep, because now is our salvation nearer than what we believe, man. And also for the righteous, if salvation is near what we believe, destruction is nearer than what you didn't believe is coming for also 2/3 of our people, and also these heathens too as well, man. Why? Because you're trusting in this false reality of this world, so you don't see the salvation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh coming, man.
And so they ain't gonna believe it. Go ahead, Sloppy.
That's like, I'm saying we can, but now us being in truth, we can actually have true fun and be like, shit, what we going out and going doing this weekend? Usually, like Doc, we go out and go do something. We usually end up teaching somebody. Like we'll go out where we're like, our purpose is we just going out here, chilling, having fun, and somebody walk past us talking about the scriptures, and we'll end up teaching them. It like we never really I'll say we don't have all time, but at the same time we don't have all time, like we
don't indulge in this place. We're always on go mode, ready to do the work, ready hastening the day of the coming of our Lord. You know,
I would say it's the only job that we willingly like to do, even when we're not on the job doing it.
But we always on the job. That's the thing about it. That's what he was explaining. We're always on the job. We're always on the clock.
We're always on the clock. I would say, yeah, like
since we were born.
On the clock and doing something willingly. Like compared to Esau, like once you leave his work, you ain't trying to do nothing. Concerned with what he got going on, but with Yahweh Shai, you always ready. You always looking to do the work. Even if you chilling, you like, well, you know, Lord, if I can speak to somebody, you know, or the Lord, you like, nah, just chill out today. But you still always ready to do the work.
Right. Understand that every place you go to in this matrix, you're on a mission. The Lord is sending you there.
Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty.
And be still, bro.
Wherewith Yahushua has made us free.
Free to do what? Free men to do the Lord's will.
Free your mind, Neo.
Yeah.
He said, and look at the Matrix. See how he did?
Yep.
Anyway, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage.
Boom. Get the yoke of Yahweh Shai, not the yoke of bondage, man.
It's the yoke of bondage. Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all.
Right. This is a separation from the bondman and the bondwoman and the free woman.
Right. We're really lords in the spirit realm.
Okay.
But we come here in this matrix, we're just humans.
Right.
In human form, you know, in a lower setting. But is under tutors, that's the law, and governors until the time appointed of the Father. Even so, we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of this world.
Being caught up in the matrix.
The world,
the
that's right.
world, man.
So now he called us out of that and made us free through Yahweh Shai.
Right. So
from that bondage, which is the yoke.
Back to that Matthew real quick.
This is back at the book of St. Matthew, chapter 11, and verse 29. Take my yoke upon you.
So take off the yoke of this world, man. Put the yoke of Yahweh Shai on them, man.
Yep.
And be driven according to that, because that's what real is. That's real. That's reality. That is reality. This is not real. Go ahead.
And learn of me.
And learn of Yahweh. We already learned of the world. And the world has nothing to offer but destruction. That's it. But we're trying to get to everlasting life, so we got to learn about Yahweh Bashim Shai, separating us from this matrix, man. Having us getting the understanding what true reality is. Now we're authentic, we're organic, we are real. Go ahead.
For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul.
Right, and that's how we're gonna find rest. You ain't gonna find rest in this matrix. The matrix gonna keep you going.
Keep working.
Yeah. That's what it's set up and designed to do, to work you to death, man. Go ahead.
For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
Right, but not the matrix. The yoke of Yahweh Bashim Shai is easy and the burden is light, man. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the children of Israel, man. The Most High Yahweh's chosen people. Father's name is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai. We need to escape this matrix and understand what reality really is, man. Before you get caught up in it, because America's going to be destroyed, man.
He got one too. Sirach 51:26. Put your neck under the yoke and let your soul receive instruction. She is hard at hand to find.
Boom, that's getting the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not the wisdom of this world that Esau drives this matrix with.
Right, putting your neck under the yoke means listen to the instructions of the Lord. That's going to be found in Proverbs chapter 1, where it says, seeking unto wise counsel and be instructed and grow in it, in those instructions. And the Lord said, be wise, ye kings of the earth.
That's funny because he had a shirt on that said, I'm a king.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, that's it. I'll leave it there.
All right, this is the book of St. John, chapter 16, verse 33. It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
That's how we're going to have peace in Yahweh. Esau ain't finna give you no damn peace. Not a piece the first. You talking about peace, he won't even give you a crumb. Like nothing.
Piece of his foot.
Well, I ain't gonna get it, but the Lord said what? They have healed the daughter of my people slightly. See that? They'll give them a little slight healing just so they can take it away.
Right.
You know, they'll give somebody a norm and then take that norm away and then give it back to them so they can show that they control it.
Right.
Order out of chaos. They create
That's
the
what
chaos.
they do in jobs. The last one hired, the first one fired.
Yeah. What? Lockdowns and now you can go back outside.
Right.
You see that?
It's witchcraft.
It's witchcraft, man. Yeah, that's a bait and switch, man.
That's what do they call it? Magic.
Magic. Yep.
It's magic, man. Make believe. That's all magic is. Go ahead.
Yep.
It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace.
And we have peace and rest in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's beautiful.
It says, in the world you shall have tribulation.
Boom. All right. Now, in the world, we're going to have tribulation, right? But going through those tribulations, what is going to be the outcome? If you're caught up in the matrix, destruction. If you're with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, salvation and peace. Go ahead.
It says, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
What? The Lord did it first.
He overcame all of that, all the trials, anything we could think of. He already overcame.
He already. Can you imagine what Yahushua went through, man? Can you imagine what he went through? Man, go ahead. And he overcame the world. And he's telling us to do the same thing.
And also, the Lord called us to be partakers of the Lord's pathway, man.
Interjection. Hebrews 4:14. Seeing then that we have a high priest, a great high priest, not Sakari, that has passed into the heavens. He on the right hand of the Father, man.
Right now.
Yahushua, the son of Yahweh, let us hold fast to our profession. For we have not an high priest, which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin.
Yet without sin.
He did it. He without sin.
He did it perfect.
He overcame the world.
He overcame the world and gave us the opportunity to do the same.
He gave us the blueprint.
The blueprint. Now we ain't gonna get it quite as good as he got it, but we will according to faith. Having faith in him that he did it, and we have the opportunity to do it. You know. All right. Somebody get that 1 Timothy 6 and 1.
This is First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, let as many servants as are under the This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 1. Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor, that the name of Yahweh and his doctrine be not blasphemed.
Right. So that's what following instruction. Listen to the elders. Right.
Yeah. That was talking about slavery too, at that time. Our people being under each other and working.
Verse 2, as they that have believing masters, let them not despise them, because they are brethren.
Yeah, that was talking about like, you know, just like brothers, like in the Roman Empire, you might hire somebody to work for you to pay off a debt. But then if that brother was a believing brother, don't despise him, keep working for him. Someone's like, hey, you believe in the Lord, you still got me working for you? No, keep on working for him. But if that brother was working for a brother and he was being treated wrong, the Lord was like, still work for him. Servants, obey your master. See that? Just keep working for him, and then I'll deal with him. That's what the Lord said. I'm a judge. So that's the breakdown on that right there. So whenever y'all see that servants obey your masters, or this one right here, they're talking about Israelites that were Romans that were hiring each other or becoming servants to each other. And how should you serve the person you was working for? Which was an Israelite.
Come on, somebody get 1 Corinthians 7 and 21.
Right.
Shit, 7 and 21.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 21. Art thou called being a servant?
Come
Care not for it.
on.
But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather.
Right, use it rather. What did we use that freedom for? To do the will of your how about Shem Shai? Keep going.
4. For he that is called in Yahweh being a servant is Yahweh.
Come
Is Yahweh's. Free man likewise also he that is called being free is a Mashiach servant.
Right, so regardless of servant or free, we're still a servant under Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's it. There's no way around it. So if you're a free man, you're free to do the Lord's work. Keep going.
Ye are bought with a price. Be not ye servants of men, brethren.
So don't be servants of men. If you're stuck into this matrix, you're a servant of men. You're a man pleaser, dummy.
He
See what I'm
bought with
saying?
the price, man. He paid the price for it.
Done. And he paid that ultimate price to give us a chance of salvation, but you want to run after Esau. That's just like Hosea, in the book of Hosea. I shall run after my lovers and shall not overtake them, man. Then I shall turn back to my first true love. Because he gave me wine, he gave me honey, he gave me milk, he gave me all these things.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were able to turn back to our first love, Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, that's why he said that, man. You know, you were bought with a price, because Jake, we'd be quick to say, wherein hast thou loved us? Or who am I? I'm nobody.
Right.
He like, yo, forget all that. Think about him. He's somebody.
Right. And what he did for the sacrifice he made for you.
Yeah, so we should love ourselves because he loves us.
Huh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, that shows the spirit is more valuable than anything of this flesh. Because this flesh makes us have these thoughts to begin with. That's why we have to separate from this place. Because this place can have you in the mindset, the social constructs, and everything else that they call us black, water, light, this, that, the third. You ain't nothing but a, But now we're princes with power. And we got to remember our calling.
Right, bro.
Go ahead, Zaya.
Verse 24. Brethren, let every man wherein he is called therein abide with Yahweh. Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of Yahweh.
That was the 24.
God, that was it.
All right, read 24 again.
Brethren, verse 24 of 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Brethren, verse 24. Brethren, let every man wherein he is called therein abide with Yahweh.
All right, so let every man that's called therein abide with Yahweh, man. Can somebody get that abide real quick in the lexicon? And somebody get Revelation 12 and 12?
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22 and verse 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because ye are all become dross. Behold, therefore I will gather you to the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will. Come on.
Go ahead, sorry.
God, yeah, they're gonna leave you there and melt you. Those who's adding on to, the music in this place.
Right. They trying to help build the matrix. Look at Nasty Nate. He trying to build community. He trying to add on to the matrix instead of destroying it. We're supposed to tear down their groves, break down their high places. He's trying to build more.
Right. Interjection, Matthew 13 and 30. Let them both grow until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together the tares, and bind them in bundles to be burned. But gather the wheat into my barn.
Right, the elect are the weak, man. The tares on everybody else is caught up in this matrix is gonna burn up right along with it. So the best bet is, man, hurry up and get your mind up out of this place and focus on your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because that's the only way out.
Yep. All these different mental groups that they got, like LGBT, militias, theory groups, religions, conspiracy theory, politics. You know, all of those are different gatherings.
Right.
So the Lord is gathering them all up here in America to be burned, man.
Hey, most likely they constructed up under Esau, man, like George Soros with the alphabet community, so forth, man. Hey, BLM, that too.
Even with, which one was that said you shall have nothing and be happy?
Kasha.
Hey, but think about that though. He wasn't lying. Because the men of the Lord, we ain't gonna have shit in this place, but we're gonna be content and happy because we're gonna have everything that we need because it's gonna be provided to us by Yahweh Shem Shai. So we're not gonna need what the Matrix is offering that everybody else is gonna be caught up in. Go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. They not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, but moth and rust do corrupt.
Right, because guess what? All right, so moth and rust do corrupt. Right? Those moth represents the devices that come out here to this world, man. All right, devices that come out to this world that alter the mind of the people and they're thinking that this place is real. And they're being deceived, get caught up into the matrix and can't even find a way out. Go ahead.
And where thieves break through and steal.
Right, they give, like the elder said, they give you a norm, then they take the norm away. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt.
And it builds equity. The more treasures you lay up in heaven, it builds equity, man. You know? And they can't take it away. They can't corrupt they can't corrupt the uncorrupted, man. You can't corrupt Yahweh Shem Shai. No matter how hard they try with Christianity and things like that, that's not associated with him. Go ahead.
And where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right, they can't steal that. Because it was given unto us by the Lord. And he ain't going to let nobody take it back. Go ahead.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
So where your treasure, if you have your treasures on earth, your mind is going to be set to these things on earth. And you ain't going to be able to be pulled out of this matrix. You're going to be left here to burn, man.
Oh, then that also means your mindset corrupted right with this world. Your mindset can be pulled this way, that way, just like this world. You got a word of mindset. And also, it shows that what you focusing on, like you are what you eat, whatever you consuming mentally, you're going to become a part of that. You focus on carnality, you're going to become carnal. But you focus on the spirit, you're going to move according to the spirit.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 17, and it says, take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. So right, you know we gotta have a full armor of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, but that part with taking the helmet, so your mind won't be corrupted by this place. So you won't be able to be persuaded by the things of this life, man, when it's all said and done with. You gotta take that helmet of salvation. And it said, you gotta
let's get that abide real quick in 1 Corinthians 7 and 24.
This is abide G3306. It says to stay in the given place, state, relation, or expectancy, to remain, abide, in reference to place, to sojourn, tarry, not to depart, to continue, to be present, to be held, kept continually, in reference to time.
All right, so being it said to dwell. Read the top ones again.
It says to stay in a given place, state, relation, or expectancy, to remain, abide, in reference to place,
in reference to place, right? In reference to place. Now let's get Revelation 12 and 12 real quick.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12.
You tell them we're gonna start a new live real quick.
Okay. All right, we're about hold that thought. We're about to start a new live real quick.
All right, see you on the next one. We're gonna switch this clip. Our battery going out.
Watch your battery,
You good? All right.
Let me find a